So a mother wound is the emotional, psychological pain or trauma that comes from a woman's relationship with her mother or a mother figure. So this mother figure or mother might have not been available growing up. They might have had words with each other that just, didn't help growing up. There might have been trauma in the relationship even then, and it's unresolved conflict, unresolved conversations that has kind of formed a habit in the mind of the younger woman. Now, this younger woman, unfortunately, because of these unresolved issues, have consciously or unconsciously transferred this into their own relationships. So if you've had a mother that's always told you that you weren't good enough, then the chances are you struggle with self-esteem, self-doubt. And that just kind of goes on. You don't think you're good enough for anything, for anyone. And that just kind of spirals into your relationships. If you've had a mother that has always been closed in, she's never shown you real love, then the chances are you also find it very difficult to have intimate relationships. So it will affect your husband, affect your children, and you might not even know that is what is happening. You just realize that maybe you don't like them to touch you, you don't want them to hug you, you don't want them, the physical, the intimacy is just not there. You just shy away from it. And that could be the reason. And now this needs to be resolved. It's one thing to identify this as a problem. It's another thing to figure out how to deal with the problem. And to deal with it stems to going back to the root. So if your mother is still around, then it's best to have a conversation as to why she was like that. You'll be surprised that this is something she also had to deal with her mother. And she didn't even realize she was doing this to you. So the conversation is always the first thing to do. And then know that you need help. You need support. You need to build yourself back up to know that it is not your fault. It is not a problem with you. You need therapy, you need counseling, you need to speak to someone that actually understands. If you're married, then open up. Communication always works, Talk to your husband. Let him realize that this thing that is happening is not about him. It's not about the children. It's not about work. It's something that you've been carrying on, for a while. These are things that needs to be dealt with. And if they are not, they just kind of spiral into every facet of your life. You become this person that is easily irritable, that is easily, angered, and you're very bitter and you're very restless. And it just kind of spirals into, and nobody wants to come near you for one reason or the other. Deal with this situation, have a conversation, talk for yourself, give yourself some healing, allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to know that your younger you needed someone to heal them. And this is the time for you to heal that person so that you can become a better person for the people and the relationships around you as well.